A couple more people coming. That's good. Yahoo. Hello, I'm Renee Varnador, and this is Soul Portal Journeys, and you've arrived on the day we do the new moon ceremony because we had the new moon in the middle of the night for me on the Pacific Coast. So I've got some new friends here. You can choose to keep your cameras on or off. We are going public live on YouTube, and I just really appreciate all of you guys being here. So I'm going to share my screen, and because we've got some song lyrics and not everybody knows the songs, and you can sing or not sing, that's fine. We've got some things to gather up, so we'll look at the list of things that we're going to need for this ceremony. And if you don't have them, don't worry about it. Maybe you'll gather them up next time. No worries. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we can see all of that good stuff. So here we are at the new moon ceremony. I'm going to pull this back a little bit. And that's us. These are some of the things. A journal. A lot of times we like to write down our intentions during the new moon, and we do that after we've had the new moon. If you have a candle right now, let's go ahead and light a candle. Because what we're doing when we're lighting a candle is we are reminding ourselves that we are a divine spark, and that everybody else is also a divine spark, a spark of the divine. So this is like a little reminder, and I'm going to put it in a place where when we do the long scarf movement just before the meditation, it will not catch fire. So yes, a long scarf is part of the things to do. Now we're going to prep our water for this ceremony. If you know Reiki, put a Reiki symbol in there. But if you're like me and you love traveling the world and going to sacred water places, you can put some beautiful, this is from Chalice Wells, which is the heart chakra of the world. And so wherever you get sacred water from. But if you don't know Reiki and you don't have any sacred water, because just a few drops will sanctify whatever water you're about to drink, put a spiral in the water. Just make a little spiral pattern in the water, and then it can kind of do three little things so that the spiral energy comes down into the water, so that when we drink in our intentions later, it will come in and ground into us. So that's the purpose of that. Chocolate. I have my favorite dark chocolate right here. I like to use dark because there's like a bittersweet quality. If you have, my music doesn't always translate well on Zoom. So if you have music that you want to play during the movement part, we only spend about 4 minutes moving, but there you go. Also, if you want to just take a moment and clear your aura, I have this amazing aura spray here. If you have anything that's peace, if you have anything that helps you, that just, oh, that feels so good, right? Another way of clearing, I have a selenite wand, which I can use to help clear my brain. Busy day. Yay for busy days. So we've got this. And so we're ready for the ceremony. So we're ready to sing in the archangels. Now, I like calling in the 7 directions. A couple of you were here yesterday. So I think I only have a couple of people that don't know what this is, but these lyrics just came through to me when I was tuning into the 7 directions. I was tuning into 7 archangels, and so 4 of them are classic for 4 directions, and then I chose 3 other archangels that I like for the other. So it's not only the 4 directions, but it's also below, above, and within. So what we like to do is to stand up and face east. So east is over here for me. So I'm going to stand up and do that and just sing this in. And when we do this, we're bringing in support. We're bringing in this dimension where the angels live, the dimension where the different spirits in the different directions live. So we need as much help as possible because we're going to go within our own hearts and figure out what it is that we want to be doing for this next month. So here we go. Spirits of the East and inspiration. Archangel Raphael, please come. Spirits of the South, fiery creative spirits. Archangel Michael, please come. Spirits of the West, watery loving spirits. Archangel Gabriel, please come. Spirits of the North, earth clearing spirits. Archangel Uriel, please come. Spirits of below, Mother Earth potentiality. Archangel Santa Fun, please come. Spirits of above, the sky perspective change. Archangel Metatron, please come. Spirits of within, heart space gifts. Archangel Hanael, please come. Okay, notice how you feel. Do you feel any different? Do you feel any beings surrounding you after we did that? Do you feel more support, more protection? Do you feel kind of a little, oh, I'm just stepping up. I'm stepping into a higher vibration. Thank you, people that are putting hearts in the chat for me. I love you guys. Love you guys. Okay. So let's look at the chart of this new moon. And as you know, what is set in the lunation at the moment that we had the new moon, for me it was 4 in the morning, 4:35 in the morning Pacific time. It was probably, some of you were probably up if you're further east. So for me it was like, oh, I'm going to wake up, and what I saw a lot of gray because there's a lot of unknown right now. And then I saw sparkles, like they didn't even look like stars. They looked like sparkles happening. They looked like flashes of light, overlaying this grayness that I've been feeling like, I don't know what's going to happen. And I was seeing, oh, it doesn't matter that I don't know what's going to happen, because what I know is that I've got all of these friends and beings and angels and other unconditionally loving beings with me to help me remember the truth of who I am. So that's one of my tricks, to remember who I am. I'm sure you guys all have your own tricks, because I know all of you guys you wouldn't be here if you weren't really amazing spiritual teachers, healers, guides, coaches for other people. So you're all amazing. So Yahoo, we get to be here together. So when we are looking at this new moon, when we're looking at Aquarius, new moons in Aquarius in general, we think about being open-minded, looking for other perspectives, looking for multidimensionality. So surprise, surprise, I did a multidimensional class yesterday. Some of you were here for it. If you're on the replay and you missed it, take a look at it, because it's, it was good. It was good. So we've got the sun and the moon meet at 9 degrees 51 minutes of Aquarius. That's happening. For those people that don't know charts very well, these are all the signs on the outside. These right here are the planets. And I've got some weird looking planets in here too, because I've got some dwarf planets and some asteroid goddesses and things like that. And then I've got these little points, flashy points. Those are the stars that are conjunct the different planets that we're talking about. So that's going on. And then you see that the signs are here again in this chart. And then the houses are here. The houses just relate to the area of life that this planet is affecting at the moment. So the sun and the moon are meeting in Aquarius at 9 degrees 51 minutes. And we're going to talk about the Sabian symbol of that degree point pretty soon. It's on another slide. So that's happening. So what else is interesting? Oh, look, opposite the sun and moon is Varuna. This is a trans-Neptunian, just means beyond Neptune, dwarf planet. A whole bunch of dwarf planets were discovered in the year 2000, and they're the objects in the Kuiper belt. So Varuna is about our mastery, and it's in Leo, so it's our ability to shine during this new moon in Aquarius. And so we've got this beautiful opposition, being able to shine our light in Leo while we are looking at multi-dimensions and multiple perspectives and opening our heart even more, opening our minds even more. So that's kind of what's going on with the new moon that we're still in the feels of right now. So feeling into this Aquarianness. And we notice there's a lot of planets that decided to come to the party. Look at all of those. It's a stellium of Aquarian planets. Pluto, of course, just moved into Aquarius, and he's huge. He helps us with our transformations. And then Mercury helps us with our communication. And when people complain about Mercury going retrograde, it's usually because our computer went down, and Mercury, we're going to blame Mercury because he's the planet of communication. But yeah, now what? It's just interesting. So, but Mercury really is helpful, and Mercury is going to be has been talking to Pluto for the last couple of days, and so it's kind of interesting. We might be able to speak more about transformation today and yesterday than we usually are. So that's kind of interesting. And then Mercury's going to be moving towards this new moon. He's going to be catching up with the sun pretty soon, because Mercury actually moves faster than the sun. But he's not going to catch the moon. The moon's the fastest moving one. The moon goes all the way around the chart in a month, whereas it takes the sun a year. So that's going on. We also have a second stellium, which is Pisces. Look at all this. Lots of planets in Pisces. We know Saturn's been in Pisces. We know Saturn has been conjunct this beautiful star Acherna that we've been watching. It's kind of like a flowing river. We know Venus just recently popped into Pisces, and she's exalted in Pisces. If you look at traditional astrology, she just loves it in Pisces. She just blooms and grows, and is very fruitful in Pisces. So welcome to Pisces, Venus. We love you. We wish you'd stay longer, but here we go. And she just passed this amazing star in Pegasus, which is like this soaring star, and we're going to see a picture of that later. And Venus is conjunct Neptune, almost exact Neptune. Neptune's been in Pisces for a very long time, about 15 years, and he is about ready to leave Pisces. Neptune is conjunct the North Node, and there is a conjunction with this beautiful star Shiao. We're going to see a picture of that. We've got, so this is kind of, and what are we when we're looking at Pisces? We're looking at our emotional reality and the undercurrents in our life, those things that are just beyond the surface of our brain, our conscious 3D life. And when we are willing to go deeper, like deeper into our own hearts, we discover more and more about what we're doing, why we're doing it, why we're here on Earth. Those are all things that we can tap into when we go deeper. And sometimes it's kind of scary. So we work through all the scary bits until we really get some clarity within our own hearts, because that's where we create from. We create from our own hearts. And so we get a chance every new moon to go into the eye of the heart, into our visionary space, and be able to see, hey, what's going on? What's going on with me now? What's my next thing? So that's happening. Talked about this, and this is, I was advertising this to everybody because I love archangels, and I've taught a lot of archangel classes, and so there's people that still follow me that only come in and listen to me when there's an archangel star conjunction. So that's always fun. So Jupiter, where is Jupiter? Come on, Jupiter, where are you? Jupiter's over here in Gemini. Look how close he is to Aldebaran. This is Archangel Michael's star. They're within 1 degree. So this is really powerful. There are 4 royal stars in the ancient Hellenistic astrology. And actually, I think they were even Sumerian astrology had the 4 royal stars. So this is just really ancient stuff, right? Over 2,000 years old. And it was Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Uriel were there were 4 directions, and there's 4 stars that were pointed out. And at the time, 2,000 years ago, they were all in fixed signs. Now, what's a fixed sign? Aquarius is a fixed sign. Scorpio is a fixed sign. Leo is a fixed sign. Taurus is a fixed sign. They all moved recently. The latest one to move, some of them moved in the 1700s. We've got Antares, we've got opposite Aldebaran. They both moved in the 1700s. Fomalhaut moved in the 1900s. Where's Fomalhaut? I can't believe I didn't put Fomalhaut on here. She lives right there. And I didn't put Regulus on here either. Okay, Regulus just moved from Leo. Almost all, yeah, I can think all of you had Regulus in Leo when you were born, and now it is 1 degree of Virgo. Okay, so it was in Leo, fixed sign, now it's in Virgo. So all of the 4 royal stars are in mutable signs, which kind of tells you why humanity has moved from being really fixed. It's just one aspect of why. There's a lot of reasons why humanity has moved from fixed signs, fixed ways of being. Oh, I'm going to be married to somebody for 40 years and that's how long I'm going to live. I'm going to live in the same town I grew up in. I'm going to do the job my father did. Those are all very fixed sign things. And now we're immutable signs, and people are not married to the same person for 20 years, and people are not living in the same town or doing the same jobs. Jobs have completely shifted, and they continue shifting. So there's a lot of change, and the more that we are able to deal with the changes, the fast changes that are happening within all of our mutable signs, and the placements we have in the mutable signs are showing us where change is happening the fastest. And places where we can ground in are our fixed sign placements, where we can ground into all of those. So we've got that going on. It's something that we always work with. But I'm going to have a picture of Archangel Michael's star, and we're going to call Archangel Michael in pretty soon. And we've got Jupiter is also square Saturn, which is pretty powerful. That happened. They had a conjunction in December of 2020, Jupiter and Saturn. And so this is still part of that cycle that initiated then. And so if you understand spirals of time, you can look at, okay, so this is the first square after that conjunction. Let's see what's going on in our life. That was, think back to 2020. We in December, most of us were in lockdown. And Mars is also square Chiron for this one. So that's powerful. And this one's Chiron right here. This one's Mars. So there's this tension between what we're learning and what we're healing within our own being and what action we want to take related to that. So there's, all of this stuff happening. We also have this grand trine, which is a flow, and it's in air. So the element of air is really active, and it's been active for a while, because when Pluto moved into 0 degrees Aquarius, and it's now at 1 degree, that's just one of those points of this trine. The other one, another one is this supergalactic center, which is also next to the south node, which is just moved into Virgo, and that's very releasing energy. And then there's other part of this grand air trine is Sedna. Sedna is this gorgeous trans-Neptunian dwarf planet that takes 11,400 years to go all the way around our zodiac, but she's moving pretty fast right now because she's in the Closian part of her orbit. She goes out into what is theorized as the Oort cloud, so pretty far out there. But she's very related to our personal destiny and the destiny of humanity. And so a lot of that is, there's a lot of different kinds of knowledge coming in right now that Sedna is holding on to. And there is a lot of AI. Part of that is Pluto in Aquarius, early degrees of Aquarius, and Sedna. So those two, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So a lot of AI is coming in with this. But beyond that, we are learning that AI is I'm learning anyway, that AI is really helpful if you just need a piece of information, a piece of knowledge over here. But if you want to work with human relationships, or you want to open your heart to more depth and step into your soul, AI doesn't hold a candle to us. Okay, yeah, it has more knowledge, but it doesn't, it's like the more we're now are invited to come from a soulful place instead of a knowledge place in our own head. AI can do this knowledge collection part for us. What AI cannot and never will do is to be able to really come from within our own hearts, from within our own being, from within our own soul, and come in with the intuition that we're going to be opening into in the meditation later. So this is kind of what's going on, in my opinion. Other astrologers have their own opinions about what's going on. These are some of the stars that are highlighted. These two stars right here are in Pegasus. This one is Shiat. I did a whole summit on the star Shiat and took people on a journey there. If you want to see that, I'll put the link to that video in the show notes. But Shiat helps us open our crown chakra. So Shiat helps us open our crown chakra so that we are able to get information from Archangel Micheal. People are able to get information from the stars and star beings that are able to help us right now. Humanity's going through it, and we have a lot of support. Look at all the support we have. And that's just the conjunctions. And that's just the transits right now at this new moon. So there is Jupiter with the star Aldebaran, and we've got, what is there anything else? Oh, those are the main ones I wanted to talk to you about. I'm going to show you now this is the star Aldebaran. It's huge compared to our sun, and if we go outside and look for it, it's pretty easy to see the Orion's belt right here, and we kind of go up to Taurus, looking at Taurus and seeing the eye of the bull, and over here is the Pleiades star cluster. So Aldebaran is right there, and that is Archangel Michael's star. So bringing in Archangel Michael now. So here are some things about Archangel Michael. A lot of people, the color, if color really is profound for you, and you can make, sometimes if you're in meditation and you're like, oh, I didn't get anything, I just got the color royal blue. Well, you might have been receiving some protection from Archangel Michael, because he will come in with a royal blue cloak. And he deals with the chakra he deals with is the throat chakra. The object he has that helps us is the sword of truth. You always see Archangel Michael, paintings of him with a sword. You can cut away what no longer serves you with Archangel Michael's sword of truth. And tears are you? Okay, so at one point, I just pulled this from something else I did. Tears are your protection for your vulnerable heart. A lot of times when people are crying, they feel like, oh no, nobody needs to see me do that. Nobody needs to see me cry. And, if you're in public, you might have been told not to cry when you were growing up. But when we're in safe spaces like this, tears are your protection for your vulnerable heart. So if you ever show up to any of my classes and you feel like crying, do not worry. Do not worry. We know that here tears are healing. So here's the card that came up for Archangel Michael, and it is from the card deck by the Angelic Lightwork Healing Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And I love her. She has little meditations and little pray-ins and little descriptions and all kinds of things. And she doesn't see the angels as people with wings. She sees them as energies, and she sees different aspects within the same angel. So this is a card deck of 44 cards, and she's got 11 for each of the major four archangels that have the archangel stars. So this is pretty powerful. So when you don't know what to pray for, that's really powerful. So if you're like, I don't know what to ask the new moon for, if you've been doing new moon wishes or something like that, I don't know what intention to set with the new moon. It's okay, because we're going to go within our hearts and see if there's something new that's coming to us to do, to move forward with. So this is actually a really good card to pull for a new moon ceremony, and it's Archangel Michael that's helping us with that. So here is what's going on with Aquarius at 10 degrees. Remaining humble during moments of popularity, our ideas are projected into celebrities, but underneath the glamour of the person is only yet another imperfect person. So rejecting the illusion of fame and fortune. So yeah, I will tell you right now, I'm totally imperfect, so don't even go there. And my mom was an actress, and she just went gaga over famous celebrities and actors, and she was in Screen Actors Guild, and so she met a lot of famous people and all of this stuff. And it's just like, they're human like everybody else. We discover they can sit in a meeting just like everybody else and yell at each other and try to push their agenda, and it's kind of funny. But so that's just know that fame and fortune is an illusion. So that may come from you deciding to move forward with what's coming from within you. But going directly towards it isn't always the best idea. At least I've found that in my own life. Things may happen for you differently. So that's that one. And I'm gonna skip to, we're at a half an hour, so I'm gonna skip to getting us ready. Wait a minute, no, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Okay, here we go. So here's the star sheet I was talking about that helps us open our crown chakra. So really, we're going to work with the sun, the moon, the star sheet, and the star Aldebaran when we go into the meditative space. So here is Merkab, which is really close to Venus right now, and then Sheet, which is by the North Node and Neptune right now. So these are activated stars. If that means they're going to be easier for us to tune into, and they are in the Pegasus constellation, and Pegasus is just this incredible flying horse. So we may experience ourselves as soaring free when we hit these stars coming through. These stars here creating this great square of Pegasus are Andromedan stars. That's just to give you an idea of where we're going. We're now going to prep for the new moon ceremony, and this is what we're bringing. Those of you that were here at the beginning, we talked about all of these things that we're bringing in. And if you're watching the replay and you don't have all those things, go back and, stop at this point, go get that stuff and come back. So some people are watching this in their own divine timing. And thank you, all the people that showed up live. Here is Archangel. I say Archangel every time, but it's Our Lady of Guadalupe with a golden halo. And I visited the basilica where the vision happened with Archangel, with Our Lady of Guadalupe, in a full body, down to the feet, golden halo. So, and we can imagine liquid golden light coming through and around us and feeling that golden halo all the way around us when we need protection, when we need to divine source. So those are the times to connect to Our Lady of Guadalupe. And a lot of times being in that golden circle really helps us. So golden circles, I've got a golden circle here with feminine yin energy, which is the moon, and masculine yang energy, which is the sun, coming together in two golden circles at a Vesica Pisces point, which is a merging of opposites within the eye of our own heart. And that's how we go in to be able to create from within our own hearts. So we're going to be doing that. And we're about to do some movement. And we can move, I recommend moving in figure eights, because if we move, we can move on the horizontal figure eights. And we can take our scarves and move in a horizontal figure eight. And we can also move in a vertical figure eight, and we can move with the four elements. And then the fifth element, which is the combination of all four elements. So we can move and create and move around. And when we're done with that, we're going to sit down and ask this. I'm going to lead us into a meditation. I'm going to ask us all, what is being conceived within me now? Guide the meditation. Ask this question when we get to the eye of the heart. We're going to come out with a baby step. We're going to journal quietly. So we're kind of in that in-between space, like, oh yeah, I'm in 3D. I have a journal and a pen. And but I'm feeling this place where this other dimension where I just stepped into within the eye of the heart. So we journal, then we do the sanctified water. If you weren't here when we sanctified our water, go ahead and do that now. And just put a spiral in it if you don't know any other way to sanctify water. And then this chocolate is the moment of communion with who is helping us. And then we get a chance to share, and some of us like to share online and some of us don't. And we're going to close down the public YouTube after a couple people share what they got, and then we're going to talk some more about, have a couple words about what people want to share that they didn't want to share live on YouTube. And then I have an offer for people, and we can talk about that if you're interested. And plus, I have the date of the next new moon. So what is being conceived within me now? What baby step are you initiating? I'm going to stop sharing this right now and take a look at who's still with me. Okay, good. We're all good. And now I'm going to play some music and do a little bit of movement about 3-4 minutes of movement, because I told you guys a whole lot of stuff that's up in your head. And what needs to happen is we need to get it into our body. Okay, we need to get it, bring it all the way in, all the way down and into our feet, and all the way into our hearts. So we're going to do that. Here's the music. If you have music of your own, go for it. Okay, so if you were up moving around, it's time to go back to your seat. You have your journal ready to go and open after this meditation. I'm starting in with the meditation. We've got some C. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to share my screen again because our question is here when we get to the journaling part. What is being conceived within me now? What baby step are you initiating? But we're not there yet. We got a meditation to do now. So go ahead and ground your feet. Put your feet on the ground. You're probably in a building on the floor. So just opening the balls of the feet to the earth that is below the floor that you are standing on. So just feel this sense of earth and feel this sense of being able to pull up from the earth to ground yourself. So there are times when we're like, oh, I need grounding. And we pull up from the earth to help us ground. And now imagine that our feet are like roots going down, 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 2 feet below our feet to the earth star chakra. This beautiful earth star chakra that is got information for us from the earth, like gifts of seeds and flowers and plants, things to nourish us, things to help us connect to beauty, all in this earth star chakra, seeds full of seeds and beautiful, beautiful life. And now we're going to go all the way to the core of the earth. So we're going all the way, imagine going down, 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 down to the crystalline iron core of the earth. And everything feels more dense here in the crystal core of the earth. So we're in this density. And this density is helping us ground. It's helping us because the more we can connect to this density, the more we'll be able to connect to the stars that we're going to be bringing in. So feel the energy from the earth, from the core of the earth, moving up to your feet, up your legs, feeling that energy up your legs and at the root chakra, feeling the core of the earth at the root chakra. We belong on earth at this time. And now we're bringing that beautiful energy to our sacral chakra, to our belly below our navel. And we are able to ground in some, if we've got some emotions going on that we want to release, that we want to clear, some old stuff, any old stuff about perfectionism. We've got the South Node in Virgo now. So those are some of the things we can release with that placement. And now we're feeling this grounded, beautiful earth energy coming up to our solar plexus chakra that may have multiple things that we want to do. And we're bringing grounded energy to it, grounded energy to our solar plexus chakra, where we can shine our light, where we've got the sun, where we've got the light, where we've got our power that we can reopen and know that we can use our power wisely because we can connect our power to our heart and the power of love. So we're bringing up earth energy into our heart chakra now and feeling this connection with all of the things we might want to do from our solar plexus chakra, all the ways we want to shine. And we want to do it in the most loving possible way because we know that that is going to help us stay in love with ourselves, with our own being, and with all those around us. So we've got all of this earth energy, a whole circle of earth energy within our heart. And so we leave this circle of earth energy in our heart as we bring more earth energy up to our throat chakra. And then from our throat chakra, we're going to bring energy up to our brow chakra so that anything we visualize or see will be more grounded. We could bring some earth energy here at the brow, and then we bring some earth energy up to the crown chakra. And it's like we're wearing a golden crown, which becomes a place to land for this beautiful, beautiful sun and moon and stars we're bringing in. So now connect with the knowledge that this is the new moon, and the new moon is the sun and the moon connected, both together at the same degree. And the sun coming through, we can feel the sun and the light shining through. And we're bringing the sun energy through our crown chakra, just as we're bringing the moon energy through our crown chakra. The moon where we connect to our intuitions, the moon at night where we go out and look at the stars and see feel the awe of the amazing universe that we live in and get to look at. So those two, those yin and yangs come in together. And they come all the way down, down, down into our heart, the light of the sun shining in our heart, the light of the moon shining into our heart. And now we see that the star Shiat is helping us open our crown chakra even more as the star Shiat sheet comes in with more information for us. Coming in from this beautiful Pegasus flying horse that can soar. Coming in light coming down from this star all the way to our heart chakra. And we bring in Archangel Michael's star, Aldebaran, his star, his big, huge star coming all the way from the crown chakra, coming down, down, down into our heart chakra, and feeling Archangel Michael with us, feeling Archangel Michael come in with his sword, protecting us, holding us with a golden light, just like the golden light surrounding Our Lady of Guadalupe. And Archangel Michael is holding us and helping us create this golden circle of protection. So no matter what happened to us in our lives, no matter what traumas that made us not feel safe, Archangel Michael is here to protect us and hold us in this golden light so that we can trust. He can help us cut away those things, those cords that are tied around our heart in a knot because of all of the betrayals that we've had to go through. And now his sword can cut through those knots, or we can slowly untie those knots and untie anything that needs forgiveness, anything that we've done or somebody else has done that needs that forgiveness. We're untying this huge knot from people acting unrightly, for us acting unrightly. And we step into the ripeness of now, which is now at the new moon, feeling the earth energy in a circle and this light from the sun and moon and Aldebaran and sheet. And the two, the earth and the stars, the luminary light, come into a Vesica Pisces within our own heart. And we can move in 3 breaths deeply into the eye of the heart. The first breath, we see this Vesica Pisces point where the two opposites merge on the first inhale, inhaling that in. And the second breath, we can feel energy coming up from the earth and energy coming from below at the same time, inhaling from above and below. Exhaling from the heart. And now feeling that space behind the heart, in the heart chakra, in front of the heart, behind the heart. So much support, so much beautiful wisdom within our heart that's just waiting to be activated. And we feel with the next inhale that we're going into the deepest part of our heart to ask our question, our new moon question. What is being conceived within me now? What is being conceived within me now? What is being conceived within me now? And we are going to, I'm going into silence now. Now you may receive a word, you may receive an image or a color or a feeling within your body. And there's like this energy. What is this energy that you're tapping into in the eye of the heart? What does this feel like? And what information is rising for you in asking the question, what is being conceived within me now? Now we're going to ask the question, what baby step am I going to take in my daily life to bring in this feeling, this within me that wants to come forward? What is a baby step I can take to bring forth and create my own, at least my own external world? What baby step are you initiating? When you have the answer to that question, what baby step are you initiating now? Go ahead and go to your journal and start writing in your journal. Write down the baby step you received and anything you remember when you connect it to what is being conceived within you. We can't see the baby yet. We can't see what new is coming, but we can get an idea of what is being conceived within us. It just may not be completely clear. So when you've written down what your baby step is, then it's time to go to your water that you've sanctified. So holding your water, you've sanctified water, and as you think about what's being conceived within you and what baby step you're going to initiate, like for instance, I'm going to add this breath of above and below and within to my morning routine. So I'm adding another piece to my morning routine. That's part of what baby step I'm taking to initiate this feeling of what's coming forth. So I'm drinking my water now to bring that in. So I can feel that coming in all throughout my body. I'm receiving things in different ways. I'm rearranging how I usually do things so that I can be more productive. And so after you've written down and drank in and embodied that, pick up your chocolate and take a small bite of your dark chocolate. And as you're eating this chocolate, think about who you want to bring in. Is it Archangel Michael that you can bring in to help you? Is it Archangel Gabriel? Is it another archangel? Is it an ascended master? Is it an ancestor or another guide? So you're asking, who is going to help me bring this in? And I got an answer. My answer is my mom's going to help me. She has a purple scarf, and she crossed over in 2021. And so me wearing her purple scarf is going to help me. So it'll help me know that she's with me, helping me. She was a teacher. She's teaching a lot of classes, and she's going to help me as I teach classes. So that's one thing happening for me. Um, I was feeling that I taught a lot of pieces in this new moon ceremony. And so what I want to do is I want to take little clips of those pieces of those learnings and put them out on YouTube as part of my goal to increase subscribers to this channel. So that is like, I just realized, oh yeah, I had a lot of little pieces. I had a lot of little teachings within this one new moon ceremony that can all go out on YouTube and bring back people to come to new moon ceremonies live. So at this point, we're looking at 4 minutes left. So if any of you have to leave, ground yourself, drink some more water. Drinking water is really grounding. But I want to give you all an offer, and then I want to tell you when the next new moon ceremony is. One of the things that I'm considering, if I have enough interest, is to start an eight-week class on multidimensionality. There are a lot of pieces of that journey that I want to teach, and I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Usually, I would teach an 8-week class, something like this, and but I might teach it instead in little pieces and with more people and have it cheaper. So it would be either a lot of little pieces and cheaper on a community like Patreon, or something like um, the classes I usually teach, which were one after another for 8 weeks, 90 minutes a class, where we get a lot of information, you get a lot of handouts, you get a lot of meditations that are, and you get, 90 minutes worth of content. And that would be a really small class size because those are more expensive. So that, you know, that's an opportunity to see if there's a class forming or whether there's a Patreon group forming. Something is forming. People want to hang out and do stuff. So we'll see which direction we all want to go. And then the next new moon ceremony in Pisces is going to be Friday, February 28th in 2025 at noon Pacific time. So that's going to be the next one you're going to be hearing about. If you do not hear about my stuff, it's because you're not subscribed to my email list. So get on that. hello@reneevarnador.com. That is email address is in the show notes. The other way to be in touch with me is from my Soul Portal Journeys Facebook group. Soul Portal Journeys Sisterhood is the Facebook group part of all of that. So we are at the closing song now, at 2 minutes left. If there is anybody that wanted to share anything that they received during the meditation, you can unmute and kind of let us know, or you can write something in the chat. I don't see anything in the chat that I haven't already checked out. So, okay, I don't see anybody jumping in to share. So we're going to sing. We're going to sing in this circle of love, those people that are with me now and those people that are watching the replay, all of you together. Here we go. In this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace, I feel our unity, love, sweet security. I feel our unity, love, sweet security in this circle of love, in this circle of peace. So goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video or for coming live. If you are here live in this Zoom, stick around as I'm closing out. Okay, because I'm saying goodbye to the people in the public space of YouTube. And then anybody that wants to share after that, we can. I've got some bunch of hearts coming up. People are liking it. People are saying, that they liked the presentation that I did at the summit on Shiat. People like the songs that came through. People like the message of freedom. People are saying that Mercury does get a bad rap. And so it's all good. So I'm going to say goodbye now to my YouTube people, everybody on Zoom with me. Stick around. Love and blessings to all of you. And join me live next time at